enforcement of your rights. You know, if you're following your duties, your rights are not violated, and you are respecting others also. You know, Constitution talks about not only the justice, equality, it talks about fraternity. Fraternity is nothing but that is implemented when we all follow the duties. As a people who have knowledge of law, so there is a duty incumbent upon us to educate people wherever we are traveling, wherever there. So people about the importance of duties, then only their rights will be respected. Of course, rights are very, very important. Without rights, for example, the right to life and personal liberty, which is implemented, Supreme Court many times talked about procedure established under the law, Article 21. But in Maneka Gandhi case also, they said about the importance of due process. So e-courts implementation has technology and IT implementation, whether it is a project phase 1 and phase 2, facilitated functioning of courts during the pandemic times. Already established video conference facilities, not only in the district courts I'm talking about, even the prisons that helped us to continue the justice delivery. And then most important thing is launching of e-filing 3.0 by the Supreme Court. And various tools we have introduced under e-court projects. Maybe you have downloaded e-court services app. And then similar facilities have been provided to judges. Many of you may not be aware. All judges, including district court judges, download Justice app, which is similar to the e-court services app you download. So all the tools available while sitting in the car going to the court, he can simply open on his bench which are the cases, what is the duration time of how many adjournments have been given, and what I'm supposed to do. So he need not be carrying all the files, but simply opening his mobile phone app and logging on, putting his JO number, he can see that. And also adjournments, Order 17, Rule 1, that only 3 adjournments have to be allowed in unforeseen circumstances. If beyond that, costs have to be imposed. Still pendency is happening means, so Supreme Court recently, the E-Committee, with our suggestion, and they introduced 3-color band formula. So green color, orange color, and red color. The moment red color is there on that, it indicates to the judge no more adjournments, he has to impose costs, whatever reason the both parties asking. So this kind of technology being used, maybe in the phase 3, which a document was put out for comments, many of you must have given, the use of AI and data analysis may prove disruptive in removing unnecessary delays and expediting the justice delivery. Thank you. I would like to congratulate Kaviraj ji celebrating this event and giving me opportunity to share the dais with my Honorable Ministers, Professor Baghel. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much. Very few people know about Sir, that he taught the yoga and meditation in Europe as well. So he has a very good knowledge. And I would like to add what he says, duties. If we go to the Vedic law, it is the best law of a contract. And Vedic practice, if it is being studied, you will find how the family was run. You don't ask for right. Do your own duties. Once you start doing your own duties, then you don't need your right because you are doing duty. The other person will not ask for a right. So that's the one point that he said. I absolutely agree. And we are thinking for a quite long time as well to study on the Vedic law and its relevance in the present time. The principle of the Vedic law is very simple. Justice based on equity. So we go to the root of our culture. And another thing that's we were the first one to start when it used to be a law day to celebrate this. And post-COVID, it is our first function. And I must say thanks to our Honorable Minister and invite him to say a few words and guide us if we can be of any assistance. However, I will request one thing, that most of the bar are politicals. People are sitting, political people over there. Law-making process, the bar must be included. A lawyer must be included, asking for their comments. Judges must be included for their comments. Common people, before passing any law. If the comments invited, it will make people feel part of it. And I would like to accuse one of my good friend as well as the GC of OTT platform over the internet, whatever you call, media and entertainment. Is you see the content when they say self-regulation. What is the content they are showing on the website? Right? This content, it has to be dealt as well. I would like to invite Honorable Minister, and my special thanks to him for to grace us this occasion and bless our organization.
इंडियन नेशनल बार एसोसिएशन द्वारा आयोजित इस 72वें संविधान दिवस पर आयोजित बहुत ही संविधान विशेषज्ञों की इस सेमिनार में पधारे हमारे विभाग में जिन्होंने वर्षों सेवा की है, श्री पी.के. मल्होत्रा साहब जो पूर्व विधि सचिव हैं, डॉक्टर सुमन ज्योति खेतान जो बहुत सीनियर एडवोकेट हैं, कविराज सिंह सेक्रेटरी INBA, और हमारे विभाग में डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ जस्टिस में ज्वाइंट सेक्रेटरी GR राघवेंद्र जी, सभी एडवोकेट साहिबान, पत्रकार साथियों, देवियों एवं सज्जनों, मैं माफ़ी चाहूँगा, मैं लोक भाषा, लोक भोजन और लोक भूषा का हिमायती हूँ। ये मेरे अपने विचार हैं। मैं हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूँ, किसी विदेशी भाषा में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, तो आप नाराज़ नहीं होंगे। आप सभी को 72वें संविधान दिवस की बधाई और शुभकामनाएं। मैं इस अवसर पर जिनको आप सब लोगों ने छोड़ा है उनको याद करना चाहूँगा कि हम संविधान दिवस आज 72वां तब मना पा रहे हैं जब देश आज़ाद हुआ। इस अवसर पर मैं महात्मा गांधी, जवाहरलाल नेहरू साहब, सरदार पटेल, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री, मौलाना अब्दुल कलाम आज़ाद, रफ़ी अहमद किदवई, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस, जयप्रकाश नारायण, डॉक्टर लोहिया, चरण सिंह जी, श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी जी, दीनदयाल उपाध्याय जी, और उसके साथ ही आपकी बिरादरी के मोतीलाल नेहरू जी, कैलाश नाथ काटजू जी, डॉक्टर अंबेडकर, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद, राधा कृष्णन, जाकिर हुसैन साहब, उसके साथ ही चंद्रशेखर जी, भगत सिंह जी, ठाकुर रोशन सिंह, लाहड़ी जी, बिस्मिल साहब और तमाम अनगिनत स्वतंत्रता संग्राम सेनानी और क्रांतिकारियों के चरणों में प्रणाम करना चाहूँगा। उसके बाद मैं अपनी बात कहूँगा। इन सब की मेहनत के बाद, त्याग, तपस्या, बलिदान के बाद 15 अगस्त 1947 को हम आज़ाद हुए। संविधान सभा के जनप्रतिनिधियों के रूप में मुझे लगता है कि मैं एक्चुअली गूगल करना नहीं जानता हूँ, तो 100 से ऊपर संविधान निर्माताओं ने 3 साल 100 कुछ दिनों के बाद दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लिखित संविधान, वैचारिक मंथन के बाद जो अमृत निकाला है, उसका आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव और संविधान का 72वां संविधान दिवस मनाने में आज हम सफल हो पा रहे हैं। साथियों, ये सब चीज़ें 100 से ऊपर हुई हैं तो देश काल परिस्थितियों के अनुसार 105 संविधान में संशोधन भी हो चुके हैं। मेरे लिए हिंदू होने के नाते गीता का जितना महत्व मेरे लिए है, मुस्लिम भाइयों के लिए जितना पवित्र कुरान शरीफ है, क्रिश्चियन भाइयों के लिए जितना पवित्र बाइबल है और सिख भाइयों के लिए जितना पवित्र गुरु ग्रंथ साहब है, किसी भी देश के नागरिक के लिए उसका संविधान उतना ही पवित्र होना चाहिए। इसलिए मैं कहता हूं कि